Hello and welcome back to Garage 86. Thank you anyone returning and thank you anyone who's new to the channel. I hope you like what you're seeing so far. Today we're going to try and do a few bits in there just to tidy things up a bit. No spoilers as to who make the parts, just not in my nature, you just have to watch and see. But first of all, before that, if we are working in the engine bay, just want to show you a little tip that just gives you a little bit more space and a bit more room to work in there. So let me just turn the camera around first and I'll show you that. So your bonnet stay. If you take the weight off it, lift it up like that, you can twist the end of that out, and then there is a spot here just near the strut tower where you can put that end, and then this end fits in this lower hole here, and that gives you a lot more space just to get access without other bits getting in the way and making things difficult. But I'll show you where these holes are on the some pictures just here, here and here, just to make it a bit easier for you to see. Right, so you may have guessed it anyway, but as we are in the engine bay and we are off to the side aimed at the strut brace, we have got the TRD MS324 18001 strut brace, which I've given a couple of goes off camera just to make sure I get it right, and it is finicky as hell. So let me show you on this side. I've used the other side as a test bed just to make sure I get it right. But first thing you need, 12mm socket. Got mine on an extension. I have loosened these off slightly just to make my life a little bit easier and not to waste some of your internet time. So take all three of these off, and as the instructions show, throw them away because you've got some new ones. Yeah, as indeed TRD do give you some new bolts just to replace those ones, but there's those out the way. And then we have two rather odd looking brackets. Now this first one faces forward like this and slots on there like that. I've dropped this in the engine bay a couple of times, so I'm just going to put it out the way just to make my life easier. And you just put exactly the same fixings as you took off on the back. They look like this, beautiful as they are. Just do those up finger tight, and then this front one goes on this single mounting with the gap in the middle there to sandwich the actual plate itself. Now I'll leave these all finger tight while I just get the brace, and I'll show you how it fits in. A bolt for each end to hold it in place while I do everything up. So you've got a size 40 star drive on the front, just here, and on the back is another 12mm nut. Let me just support the other side as well. And I'll just change angle so you can see things a little bit differently. So this is the new angle. This is the bar braced between the two sides. Let me just put the last couple of bolts in. So again, slide from the front, push to the back. Everything's finger tight at this stage, just to make sure everything's mounted properly. Come around this side. I'm just doing exactly the same as I just did that side, putting the bolt in, and that is that is mounted. Now, the stipulation for the 2 bolts on the front, which, let me just see if I can get those zoomed in for you. On the brace itself are 23 Newton meters. So I've got my overly huge torque wrench here set to 23 Newton meters. Might need an extension on that. Yeah, grabbed an extension. So put that on the head of the bolt and it's this much power. Look, a full 23 till it clicks. There we go. And the same with this one. And 23 on this one also. There we go. I'll show you a close-up again on this side, just to make it as easy to see as possible, but unfortunately it is all behind this bracket. So we got 23 on this one and 23 on these two. And this one. There we go. And then the other bolts, these ones at the back here with the star drives on the front, they only need a mammoth 16 Newton meters of torque. So what I've got for the front is just the 40 size bit that I was saying about earlier, and then just tighten this up like so. There we go, and that one clicked, that one's done. And then the same on this one. Bit awkward, I know. Newton meters has never been so tough. There we go. Rinse and repeat the other side, and then I'll show you how it looks. Now while we're getting brace happy, time to move to this important piece. Yep, the battery. I know what you're thinking, that clearly needs a brace. So luckily, TRD have you covered in the form of the MS326 18001, which is this bad boy. So if I just, I've left these finger tight, so if I just undo these 10mm sockets from here, 10mm nuts even from here, and then away comes the old brace. And I want this a certain way round so that you see the logo from the right side, of course. You wouldn't want to miss out on that. And that is like this. So if I just sneak this in behind at the back over here, give it a little tighten, and pick up this front side here, put that through there. Sorry about the arm block in there, just had to try and get it in a certain way. And then that is your TRD brace on the battery. I'll put a still up just so you got a better shot. But nice easy mod there, which adds more TRD unnecessary carbon fibre under the bonnet. What could be better? And here is a quick panning shot of all of those TRD goodies under the engine bay. So that's making a start. But for the final one on this video, we're going to go around the backside of the car. And here we are in the boot space, which you'll see I've already emptied to make some space for something that I'm not sure the UK people among you will have seen before, or you might have done, but you may not have access to. This is a USDM Canadian DM, CDM? Part, which is a almost rubberized, soft rubberized boot floor with an enormous 86 logo on. But the nice detail about this is it not only goes along the boot floor, but it also goes up the back of the seats as well. So I've just had it baking in the sun, so just to soften it up and get it ready to go in. So let me just grab it. Now the part number for this is PU55078151-01. But believe me, it does not work if you go to the UK dealer and ask them to get it. They will not be able to find it on the system. But it is a big lump. It's got Velcro on the back, just on these sort of parts here, which just stick to the back of the seat. And then you work it into place. Raise this up on the back. You might want to lay the seats forward first. That might be a good idea, bear me a second. That's something else I'm going to look into as well, because for the US market you can drop the seats from the back of the seats. They've got a nice little pull handle. Right, so that should be in place. Let me just pull those seats back up so you can see it. And there we go. Another enormously sized GT86 logo. Just on the base here. Nice coverage up the back of the seats. So you can put whatever you want in there, track day tyres. You haven't got to worry about any damage. And let me just get you a nice still of that, and then I think we will be done for the day. And that concludes a very sweaty second day in Garage 86. Thank you for coming to view, and hope you stick around to the end. Appreciate that. Again, like and subscribe if you feel those ways. Thank you very much. And that's how many days we got left till I can register it. But hopefully you'll stick around and you'll be there when I do. Thanks for your time. See ya.